Okay, now I should be live. Hello! How are we all doing? Everybody having a good day? I hope you are. So this is me picking up because I was playing this on Sunday. I want to continue the challenge, see how I get on. This is Sonic Advance 2 with the added adventure of every time I get a ring, it's going to switch to a different copy of the game. I've got 5 copies of the game, so 1 for Sonic. And, oh, this is interesting. There we go. 1 for Sonic, 1 for Cream, 1 for Tails, 1 for Knuckles, and 1 for Amy. There we go. 5 copies of the game all running at the same time. I'm going to bring up my Stream Manager on my phone so I can see myself. Let's just switch off the Wi-Fi just in case. And I also just found out, I've just got a message. I may be ducking out of this temporarily to grab a bunch of posts. So, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So, where we left off, Cream and Tails were doing battle with the 5th boss. Sonic and Amy were struggling to make headway against the 4th boss. And Knuckles had just made his way past the 4th boss. So, if I load up that first save state, we should return to the state where everybody is back in the game. So I've paused everybody. So the first few rings are going to cause us to switch. Hello, Dennis. Hello, what you looking at? How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good day. And welcome back to this multi-character adventure. As I try to figure out where I am and where I'm supposed to be going. But yeah, hope you've all been having a good week. Been away this week and now I am back doing my Sonic adventure. So I don't think I've been this way before because there was a Badnik there, which is a good sign. Right. But this is the bit I kind of got stuck in a loop. Oh, you're on a field trip today. What were you up to? Sounds pretty cool. Yeah, it's been good. I've also been working a bunch today. No. Oh, come on. That's a bit... Okay, that's a bit... There's 2 of those bits I need to get past. And... Oh, I just let myself get killed by an armadillo. You know, that's what we do here. It's Armadillo Day, and why is it not switching? Because I've not switched any of the games on in the shuffler. Here we go. This should be back on. Ah, nice. Job event. Just, that's pretty cool. Did you find anything that looked interesting, promising? So, the big question for me is, do I just let Cream and Tails run on ahead? Because I was using them before as a kind of way to... I just want them to just be, like, rest time while I focus on Sonic and Amy. I am kind of thinking that I am not going to do that anymore. Let's just, everybody for themselves. Because if things get really bad, then once Cream has finished her copy of the game, and there's my post. So I shall be back imminently. Enjoy this pumpkin while I'm away. Pumpkin, I'll put it here. Fantastic. I'll just be down in a minute. I'm back. I didn't start my timer widget, by the way. Thank you for noticing that. Thank you. I'm back in the room, everyone. I'm back. I haven't started my timer. It's still on 0. Why is it on 0? It shouldn't be on 0. So let's kill that. Let's bring it back up again. Oh, I've got this all figured out. Everything all figured out and working. Exactly. It's like I had a perfect plan of how everything was going to work. I'm pretty sure the time was just before 4 hours, and I've done a bunch without taking the time. So there we go. 4 hours on the clock. That's about right. There we go. It's starting. I am back in the room. And hello. So, watching an expedition of Hobbs Barrow, written by Sean Aitchison. No, I don't know of a Sean Aitchison. So that's interesting. There's other Aitchisons out there in the world, which is, yeah, kind of strange. Maybe we're all related. I do have a brother who's a writer. His name's James Aitchison. He writes historical fiction novels. Hello, Black Doom. Welcome to the stream. So I'm pretty sure you were here at the end of the last one, so you know exactly where we are right now. Amy and Sonic languishing behind on this fantastic boss you can see here. And Tails and Cream fighting this boss. I've decided I'm just going to let Tails and Cream fight this boss properly, rather than try and use them to, like... Because before I've been using them as kind of like, just to sort of run the clock so the others could catch up. I've decided against that now. But yeah, that's kind of cool. I mean, it's not... Also interesting that it's the same spelling. Because it's... Like, I have an unusual spelling of the name Aitchison. Like, it's not... it's usually a lot of... There's a lot of Aitchisons with ISON at the end, but ESON at the end is kind of odd. So, it's interesting that it's not just the Aitchisons in game design, it's Aitchisons with this specific spelling in game design. There is another Alistair Aitchison who works in games and technology. So it's the same names, first name and last name, but just different spellings on each one. So, yeah, so job event for IT, hyper-focus on cloud stuff, may have a minor lined up for next year. Excellent! Oh, glad to hear it. That sounds pretty cool. I am very glad to hear it. So it sounds like things are going well for you at the moment. So you can hear Cream is in hinge mode. It is this much easier to destroy these bosses. In Finch. So is cloud computing, is that what you're looking to do? Is it kind of like sort of back end, front end, full stack? Like what's your thinking, Dennis? Your typos last names had a so which bit's your last name? Is that the Doom or the 99? But yeah, that is interesting. I mean, I don't know. We're not 100% sure where the spelling of my last name came from. So, at some point, because, yeah, at some point, my Aitchison ancestors spelt Aitchison with an I at the end, and, like, ISON, and... You know, sometime, and we can't actually pinpoint exactly where it changed. It seemed to be just kind of changed gradually or something. So AWS serverless, which has an appealing cost model, which is always nice, and some streamer-related stuff. That's very interesting. 2, 1, go. But mostly back-end. Nice. So concentration time, and oh come on, falling straight onto a bomb there. And I was in pinch mode as well, I hadn't noticed. Okay, I'm just... Got to try and focus. Focus on the boss. Get a hit in on the boss. Good work, Amy. Dodge those rings. Dodge those rings. Dodge the bombs and dodge the rings. That's your job, Amy. Knuckles, for whatever reason, I seem to get stuck in this level. Can't avoid front end, but it's not your forte. That's fair enough. And no, that is not the way Knuckles is supposed to go. I mean, Knuckles is way ahead of his rivals at the moment, so I'm not too worried about him. If it takes a while to get where I want to get to as Knuckles, I can live with that. But maybe I just need to make more of an effort to focus on avoiding rings. Wow, I didn't know I was going to bounce off of that pad there. That's interesting. It's kind of... That's frustrating because I was kind of hoping... Oh, wow. Oh, God. A lot of stuff coming for me there. Alright, let's try and not send Knuckles back into that death hole again. Okay. Okay. Alright, Knuckles. Knuckles not having a good day at the moment. It's okay. He's warming up. He's warming up. The Echidna is warming up. Like I say, he is a little bit ahead of the other characters, so I'm not too worried about him. Ooh, speed boots. Is this a different route? Can I get past that? I can't get past that, but okay, so that's roughly where I was before. I think jumping when I get rings isn't something I was trying to do last time. So exciting stuff coming out that will probably work well with a serverless deployment. Well, that's good stuff. Today I've been working on, so tomorrow at 3 o'clock I'm doing a test session, so it'll be here on this channel, so 3 o'clock my time, so it's UK. So 3 o'clock UK, doing a test session with a new show I've been making for an event I'm going to be performing at in November. So I'm testing out the material at the moment. We're going to be having Pokemon-style battles with a range of colourful characters submitted by the audience, either in the moment or in advance. If you submit a character in advance, you can draw a little picture of that character. So once I've beaten one of these bosses, I'm going to put the link for that in chat. Okay, Amy is in pinch mode. Amy is in pinch mode. Could it be that what was holding me back on Sunday was exhaustion from having done this for 4 hours straight? 6 in the morning start. I hate 6 in the morning starts. But I'm glad it was worth it. I mean, it's nice, like, you know, when you kind of, especially when you find these things that you're like, yeah, this stuff is speaking to me. I'm seeing stuff and I'm going, there's opportunities here. You know, I had a similar thing, like, when I was in university, going to a games industry careers fair. It was at EGX, when that was a lot smaller than it is now, but they had a careers fair attached to it, and I went along to that. I think I would have been in my second year of university, and it was so interesting speaking to game developers and hearing them talk about what they do and different projects that they worked on, that I came away going, yeah, I think this is what I want to do with my career. I think one of the things that was particularly interesting was hearing them talk about, like, the projects that they worked on that they were really proud of, and have it, you know, and they were saying, like, one of them was, like, there was this game that we made for Noddy, which I don't know if you've ever seen Noddy, a sort of children's TV kind of stop-motion animation character. it was, you know, used to be on BBC TV. Probably on other channels in other countries. But they made this game for Noddy in like 6 weeks, and it was fairly straightforward, but they got the project done in 6 weeks, and for a really short notice project for the BBC, they were really happy with it. And it didn't review well in magazines because magazines aren't interested in games aimed at 5-year-olds. But they were still really proud of it, and it was like that, hearing them talk about that and realizing, yeah, it's not about, oh, I have worked on big such and such game. It's like, it's all about the process, you know? They are talking about, it's the making that is the interesting bit. And it doesn't matter if you're doing a project for the BBC, you know, if you're doing a project for CBeebies, or you're doing a project for, you know, the next hot franchise or whatever. Both of these are equally interesting projects to work on. And I don't know, there was something about that I came away with going, yeah, this is genuinely really interesting. This is right up my street. So yeah, Noddy, he's like, it's based on a series of books by Enid Blyton, who, if you've heard of The Famous Five, she wrote The Famous Five. If you haven't, I think that's another very British thing. But yeah, he's a children's TV character. He's like, he's like a toy, and he lives in a sort of toy town called Toy Town. Except it's never relevant that they're toys. It's not like Toy Story where, you know, as toys they come into contact with things that aren't toys. It's like everyone's a toy, so it's kind of inconsequential that Noddy is a toy. And I've only just realized that. One hit on Eggman. Good stuff. Anyway, so yeah, and it's like, and I think having these things, especially when you are at university and it's like, you know, you can often get, you know, sucked into the whole thing. And I did maths at university, and it was very easy to end up kind of feeling like mathematics was the entire universe, you know? And I don't mean in a philosophical way, I mean in your approach to real life kind of way. And I think, like, I really valued kind of getting out of that mindset and being like, well, no, you know, what are the things that I would like to do that aren't based on this idea that academic study is the most important thing in the world? And finding myself much more interested in talking about game making than I was interested in talking about mathematics. And that being a really telling moment for me. I was like, yeah, I don't think I was ever supposed to... I don't think I was supposed to be a mathematician, because it's like, it's obvious in what I want to talk about, you know, if you talk to me. So yeah, that's my adventures of Alistair in Toy Town. Right, let's... Which way is Knuckles supposed to go? Maybe he's supposed to go left. Ah, this is one of these old, familiar things with the shuffler that I totally forgotten about. Whenever you need to go not right, it gets so easy to forget that. Because you switch into a game, like, in most of the games you're running right. And then you're like, oh wait, I'm supposed to be going in a different direction. So, let's get some rings for Amy. We can play it safe with Tails, because this is one of those bosses where you just need to be kind of a bit patient. It doesn't always give you a good opening. I almost had a good opening there. That was good positioning almost. I think it's one of the things I really like about the Sonic Advance bosses is they really make use of the momentum, because, like, the fact that you jump differently off of an uphill slope than you do off of a downhill slope is of material consequence for you as a player. And that's kind of odd. So I'm glad that I study maths. Oh, nice! A fellow mathematician. What's your, do you have a, like, a favorite thing in maths? Like, for me, I was very, like, algebra and number theory, you know, sets and groups and, stuff like that was very much my, and then, oh, heck of a lot of prime numbers. That was very much my kind of thing. What about yourself? Number theory for you as well? Good choice. Good choice. Very good taste. You have good taste in numbers. But yeah, I mean, it's interesting just, you know, talking about the kind of connection with computers. You know, number theory is one of these things that people are studying for, you know, is a field that's been around for a couple of hundred years without people really having a use for it. And then computing comes along, and lo and behold, it's the mathematics that drive things like our, you know, our mobile phones and our, you know, the satellite doodads that make our phones work. Can't remember if it's just the internal computing or if it's to do with the satellites as well. But a whole bunch of that stuff is to do with number theory and, you know, obviously cryptography. And suddenly, number theory becomes massively important for the modern world. And I think there's something kind of cool about that. That's one of the things I liked about mathematics, is if the stuff that you're studying is useful, you might not know for the next 200 years. Yeah, I mean, it is one of these things, is that it is, I guess there's a couple of things with it, is maths. I mean, certainly for me, I found the maths I was studying, it was a lot of problem solving, which is very similar to what you are practically doing as a working programmer. Like, I'll be honest, trying to find a hole in your own proof for something and trying to, like, fix a bug are very similar disciplines in terms of how you practically approach them. I think it is one of these things, like, oh, one more hit for Amy, that's good, that's good. I don't like that she looks like she's out of rings on this level now, so we might be into danger zone. Still, I'm glad I got there this fast. Okay, I don't think there's any more rings. I can always use the bounce if I need to. Oh, come on. Platform dipping there, I don't like that. There we go! Amy is out! Amy is out! Out of the trap. I'm going to... I've got a pot of coffee here that I've forgotten to do. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the GG. Yeah, I think maths is one of these things that is very useful for programming, and obviously the lower end you go, I think the more important it is, but even, like, you know, front-end stuff. The process of doing mathematics and the process of, you know, solving programming problems are quite similar in terms of just how you approach them as, you know, on a human level. So, yeah, it's one of these, and I guess that's possibly what, you know, the difference between university and school is that you kind of it stops being about, you know, can you do the skills, and starts being about, can you figure out how to solve the problems. You know, it's that sort of training you to be an independent thinker rather than training you to be someone who can do a task, you know? And I think that is sort of, like, practically speaking, as I see it, that's the big power of mathematics for programmers. And then obviously, if you're doing lower end stuff, then, you know, number theory, you know, cryptography stuff, you know, number theory stuff can become importantly, certainly with the ray tracing. That's, yeah, I can see where the mathematics comes in that. Now, okay, I kind of don't want to go that windy route as Knuckles, but kind of... Okay, I feel like I should be touching... I don't know what button I should be pressing as Knuckles, because one of them's going to slow him down. Should I be jumping as Knuckles? I don't know, but I can hear Knuckles is slowing down. He's going to fall into a pit. Yep. Oh god, am I back to where Knuckles was before? I think I am. So Knuckles is back into that bit I got stuck on, but I know how to get past this now. I know what it's doing wrong. I just need to go out left when I fall onto the fans, so I can, you know, I can do that. There we go. Have a good luck and enjoy your train journey. I hope it is smooth and enjoyable, and that there are sweets and coffee on board. Have yourself a good luck. Okay, let's go back into the game. Onwards and upwards, up that way, excellent. Is that... I feel like that's possibly the only bit in the game where you need to be able to do a trick. Like, I feel like the rest of it you could just do with the D-pad, but on this you need the shoulder button. On that one section with the arrows pointing upwards. So I feel like this boss is just about being patient. You just don't go at it when it looks like it wants to do something nasty. Because that, I think the Karate Chop one-hit kills, the sort of slap move that it does sometimes, is also a one-hit kill. Amy currently in 4th place, potentially going to catch up with Knuckles. We'll see. There we go. Robotnik down at the bottom there. Oh, very nearly got a hit in. That's okay. We'll wait for the hand to do another attack. There we go. And now we are at a point where we can get a hit on Robotnik and move on. Nice, comfortable, plain sailing for Tails. I may be speaking too soon. But we'll wait for it to finish doing its jiggling. I think it's going to try and grab or something, or Karate Chop. Onwards and upwards we go. I'm not sure entirely where the level wants to take Cream there. But with Tails, you just want to keep fairly close until we can get Robotnik on the bottom below the fist, and the fist not looking like it's about to do something that's going to hurt me. Just let Knuckles do his thing. And I don't want Amy to fall off. There we go. I feel like the timing's not quite right for the hand there. Taking your foot off the gas can be quite helpful with this. Just sort of not pressing any direction. Anyone who is currently running will continue running. You don't need to worry about it. Just take your finger off the buttons. That's what I'm trying to do at the moment. So I don't feel like I've got time to get to Robotnik in the time, so I'll wait for another move from the hand. That has longer reach than I thought. And I think I've got time to get in and get a hit in. That was lucky. That was lucky. We are now... Oh, no, we still got rings in this level. I thought we'd run out. So there we go. So we'll just wait. I feel like we want to wait for Robotnik to come down on the bottom level again now. Now let's rush in and get him. There we go. Tails 2nd place still. Tails is all the way in 2nd place. coming into Zone 6, which is Computerland. I've forgotten the name of it. Techno Base, there we go. Time for some techno in the Techno Base. 3, 2, 1, go! So, Tails is off now. Sonic still struggling with the boss. Sonic is not who I had in mind as the character who would be in last place, like, finishing this game. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Can Sonic catch up with the others? I had Sonic pinned. I was thinking Amy's going to be last, then Knuckles, then Sonic, then Tails, then Cream. Cream's going to come in first place. But I am not... Oh, that was bad timing. I'm not 100% sure. Anything could happen. So Amy's in that bit of the level that Knuckles had trouble with. Because I got lost really easily, because I kept on forgetting when I needed to go left. It's kind of like Zoolander or something. It's like my one weakness is I can't turn left. Oh, come on! That was nasty timing. But that was okay. Yeah, no, that was... Jumping off of the slope there, that was my undoing. And that's the thing, that's what happens, is you jump off the slope, you get hit. Kind of not really paying too much attention to Cream at the moment. It feels like she's got this largely under control. Knuckles got hit by something. Didn't need to worry about it. Grab some safety rings. Cream falls to her death. Not 100% sure why. But I must have missed something. We go, round the loop-de-loop. Let's see, where we go. We switch back into Sonic. We get hit. It's that split second where you have an opportunity to concentrate. Made Tails jump off of something, so that's not good. There we go. So that's the other thing that you kind of have to watch out for. Is that... it's very easy to end up in a situation. If you've got a character on a grind rail and there's a bottomless pit below them, it is very easy to end up throwing them into the bottomless pit. Because what you needed to do was avoid pressing a jump button while grabbing a ring. That's the thing. So that's what I did there. That sent Tails plummeting to his death. So you have to start going, I'm on a grind rail. I need to avoid pressing rings. I need to avoid pressing jumps, sorry. There isn't a rings button. Not yet. I wonder how far I can get Tails without collecting a ring. I mean, you kind of feel like that's got to be some kind of pro strategy, is making an effort to avoid collecting rings. It feels like the obvious pro strategy that I've been making massive use of so far, but that's I think the big power that Tails has is that he can fly over stuff, which means that we can avoid getting switched out because of the rings, and sort of hopefully skip large chunks of the level that the other characters are going to have to run through. And that's why I think Tails is going to be in second place. Cream is going to obviously be in first place because she's got the best ability when it comes to fighting the bosses. Like, this ability to just laser enemies like that is so useful against the bosses. I want to get Sonic back into that boss. Come on. Oh god, that was bad. I pressed the wrong trick button. I meant to do an upward, like, whoo, and I did a side one instead. That was my bad. That was my bad, bad thumbs. Terrible thumbs. I'll get some new ones. If anyone's going to the shop later, could get me some new thumbs. High up in that level. Sonic's in pinch mode. I hadn't noticed the music had changed. Yes, we need a Sonic finger. That's the only thing that can help us now. So this way, and I remember from Cream and Tails, where we want to go in this bit. If I can get there. That is to climb down gently and then glide my way to the end. And then I don't have to worry about that bit with the rings. There we go. Knuckles at the end of that level. Act 2. Another go at seeing how much can I avoid with Knuckles. Feel like there's nothing up here. Oh wow, there is. Let's just take him for a good old glide, see where we can get him. I just sent Cream plummeting to her death again. I think this is a level where we start really having to think about when we're okay to jump. Knuckles really does just fall out of the sky when you stop pressing the jump button. Sonic falling foul of the fact that there's not a lot of opportunities to, like, you know, you get a second to react. That's the way these bosses work. You get 1 second to react. Do with it what you must. But I do like, to me, this is my favorite game with the Ring Shuffler on. And I also think it is the most difficult one with the Ring Shuffler on. I think these two facts may be connected. I certainly find myself okay, so this is one of these things. Cream needed to be pressing left there, and I was pressing right because of one of the other characters, and I just made her skid to a halt and die. So like I say, you really have to think about what button you're pressing. I can't remember if I meant to go left or right here. Send Knuckles for a fly. See how far we can get him before he needs to go back down again. Up is good. Don't let him get crushed. I mean, this is a bit where I think Cream is capable of dying very easily. Yep, down she goes. The old Cream plummeting to doom strategy. Okay, so here we just want to press down and let it all happen. just holding the down button because I feel like that's good for everyone. Not touching any buttons. That's what I got to do. Until it's Sonic's turn, and then I guess I don't want to get too close. It's around just before the 2-minute 20 mark is when all the rings disappear from the level. And I think there's just a finite number left. I think trying to jump over the rings rather than... Okay, so here's the bit. Now, Amy doesn't have a way to fly, so she is going to have to do this. I'm just going to hold down now. I can't press anything other than down because that's going to mess Amy up. I really do not want... I would love... So just remember, as soon as I see rings, I'm just holding down. I'm not jumping. Just keep on pressing down. Okay, well, I'm not going to be switching out of this until I get hurt, so... Okay. Okay, that's what I need to do, is I need to press the attack button after I bounce off of Robotnik just to give me a bit more air time. Okay, or not, I just let Sonic die. Okay, holding down button because it's Amy I'm worried about now. There we go, Amy's through, I can worry about Sonic again. So, Amy making good progress. It's just, it might just be that one boss is the mega bottleneck. But I mean, I'm not going to put money on that. Can't remember what the different bosses are after this point. Oh wait, I think I can. And this, is this the one where you have to switch upside down coming up? We have characters in 3 different zones at the moment. Which is a kind of fun situation to end up in. It might be that everybody else finishes the game and then Sonic's still stuck on that level. I mean, maybe that's just strategically the best thing. That's the speedrun strat. You just let Sonic fail. There we go. Up we go. Up you go, Knuckles. So this is the bit which kills Cream. So I'm just holding down. That's all I'm doing. Holding down in case I grab a ring. And try not to jump. I just did that. That was a bad move. Checkpoint for Knuckles there. And I'm just holding down to support my friend Cream. Am I meant to go left or right here? I'm going to try left. I feel like that's the wrong answer. I guess I can get away with pressing nothing as long as I don't go on to press something afterwards. Okay. I'm not entirely sure where Cream is right now, so... I think I need to go to the right. I have a sneaky suspicion that Amy needs to go to the right. Okay, that was a bad trick for Cream there. I think that might be her plummeting to her doom again. Yeah. Okay, so that's the other bit where you need to do the right trick at the right time, otherwise you plummet to your death. So, back here again, but that's okay. We know we have a strategy. It's called hold down, try not to press any other buttons if you can absolutely help it. Just holding the down button. Not want to grab a ring while I am holding down the jump button. That's the main thing I'm worried about. So it's like a feather touch. If you could watch what my thumbs are doing and compare it to how I usually play, it would be pretty interesting. No, did I just... I forgot the mission. It's okay. Cream's alive. I was like, oh, Sonic's in a good position, I'll jump, and I stopped thinking about Operation Cream. Okay, let's send Knuckles up this way into the tornado. Up he goes. No jumping, just rolling. Rolling is safe. Rolling is our friend. But you see that positioning of the slope, that like... it makes it really tough to, like... between the timing and the positioning of the bombs, it can get really hard to, like, get to the platform. And it would be hard enough normally, but you have the added complication where you get a second to react. But then, would I be doing this challenge if it was easy? I ask you that question. And you know the answer is, if it was easy, I would not be doing this. I don't do easy challenges, I do stupid challenges. Oh no, this requires me to hold jump. That was some bad knuckling. Okay, now I can't jump. I can't jump because I think Knuckles needs to stay on this. Okay, that's good. I'm glad there were no rings on that. Focus on my ears. Think about... just focus on listening for it going... because I want to jump on the... I should get me to do the sound effects for these games. I'd enjoy that. Who do I speak to? Who do I speak to get to be the sound effects person for Sonic? And not like I want to be the sound effects. I don't want to, like, be a sound effects engineer. I want to be the person whose voice they get to do that. I feel like there was a comedy sketch about something like that. I'm trying to think what it was. But it was someone... Oh, I got past the bit which Cream usually gets creamed on, and Tails is in the exact same location. Knuckles reaches a boss! Knuckles reaches a boss. Good for you, Knuckles. Good for you. Believe in yourself. This is the one we just want to be slow and careful with. Oh, no! No, 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 no! That's not fair. That's not fair. That's just mean. What are you doing to listen to me, game? I was doing so well. Okay, I don't know where Tails is, so maybe I'll focus on rolling for now. This boss music is going to be burnt into my mind for the rest of my existence. Okay, holding down. Holding down for cream. Hold down for cream. And get the rhythm going. Try not to press buttons, just let it all happen. Let it all be. That would have been a really good moment. There we go, over. So, Tails is definitely ahead of Cream now. It's a fun race. It is fun watching this race and trying to figure out who's going to come first. Kind of seems kind of obvious that flying characters have the advantage. I'm going to have to react quickly in case there is some point. Okay, and is that... Okay, so I am not entirely sure where Amy is right now. That's okay. That's okay. We live the dream. We keep the dream going. We be the dream. I think it's nice that even if Sonic's not making any progress, everyone else is. And that's nice. Right, so here's the bit where we just hold down. Which is potentially going to make Sonic's life a little bit harder. Jumping into rings is like my nemesis. Oh, come on. That should have been a hit. And I think we are past the point of no more rings. Which was a good time to lose my rings. Let's have a wait and see if any appear. Okay, we've got some rings, so I think that they might be the last rings in the level. Everyone's kind of safe at the moment, except... Actually, I don't know if everyone's safe. I don't know what any of these characters are up to. I am losing track of many of them, and I am hammering the right bumper now, because I just... There we go, I got Cream to do her trick. Cream is doing her trick, she is going to make it past the bit which she fell down. I'm happy. Sonic, yeah, no, that was... Sonic was done. It's fine. We live with that. One hit. And these little feather touches I'm doing on the jump button now. Because I do not want to make anyone jump that I don't want them to jump. Okay, this was the thing that got me. I'm past it. So unless Cream dies now, she is past the danger zone. Down here. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Tails? You alright there? You alright, Tails? Having a nice time? Everything good? I think he's alright. Check in with him later. Everyone's sticking around for the post-game check-in with Tails afterwards, right? Just, Someone needs to just make sure gets that concussion checked or something. Safety is very important. We always end our stream by checking if Tails has sustained head injuries. Okay, we're rolling, because someone is rolling upside down, and I want them to stay that way. Oh, I think Sonic's going to land a hit if we hold the right button. Yes, he is. Good work, Sonic. Just watch out for the big hand. Onwards and upwards. How close Amy is to that boss now. We might end up in the triple boss time soon. Okay, yep, hold nothing, hold nothing. I don't know what's going on with these other characters, so just hold on to nothing. Holding down is a safe button to press. Down. Just hold down. Don't try to do anything else because you have no idea what could happen from here. Oh, come on! How was I supposed to know that was there? Okay. Well, at least we know where these characters want to end up at the end. They need to do a trick on the final bit. Yeah, this game is definitely tougher than the Mega Drive games. Alright, it's boss attack time. So, Amy roughly catching up with Knuckles now, but Knuckles has a few more hits on the boss, and I feel a bit like we've got into a nice rhythm with this boss. So, I'm not worried too much about Knuckles. I think Knuckles is going to beat this boss, you know, without too much worry. Now I'm just holding down, because if I don't, it could kill Cream. Good, I avoided the slap there. Yeah, Amy was going to get hit. Couldn't avoid it. It's okay. Let's just concentrate on rolling for a little bit, because I think that's what Cream needs right now. Okay, yep. Did you see what I did there? I made Cream jump, and I didn't know it was safe to make Cream jump. And what was the cardinal rule? When I say, don't make the characters jump, I'm not supposed to make the characters jump. Okay, pinch mode as Sonic. And he seems to have got there quite early this time, so that's nice. And remember, I can be patient, I can kind of wait, and I can use the dash to get up where I need to. Okay, that's okay. There'll be more rings where that one came from. There we go. Yep. Just focusing on right is nice, because that takes Cream to safety. I wonder if I need to wait for the platform to fold up. And then I can do Sonic's air dash. But I need to time it so that he's not on top of a bunch of rings. That's what I need to be doing. Okay, I think this jump at the end of it, I'm holding down, and then at some point holding right and trick. And that is Cream through Act 1. Excellent, excellent. I remembered to do it. I don't know if you have to trick or if you just need to be holding right, but because I was focusing so hard on holding nothing, I think that's what made Tails fall into a hole last time.
2, 1, go!
Amy avoiding getting hit there. I don't mind getting hit by the laser. Okay, let's get Cream onto this. Oh, let's fly Cream over, because then she'll avoid touching rings and avoid a situation where she could get thrown off. Do not like characters getting thrown off of grind rails. I think if you can avoid getting on grind rails and fly instead, that might be a good strategy. Little flashy background at the moment. Apologies for that. I hope it's not causing you too much trouble. There we go. So we got rid of the laser. We got rid of Tails. The final boss. Okay, and Sonic was in a nice position. I think I just made him run. But I feel like that boss, the wheel boss, is one I can just be kind of methodical about. Like, I can accept getting hit a few times, as long as rings appear, thank you. Okay, holding down for the sake of Tails. Just hold down, just let Tails roll through what he needs to roll through. Knuckles missing that. Hold down. Okay, let's let Cream get this spring and jump there. Okay, let's try flying over this so that I can avoid needing the rail. I don't think that was that smart a move. Because if I'd not been able to fly far enough, I would have just fallen down there. And that wasn't a smart move either. Kind of just let the hand hit me. I knew it was waiting to attack, and I got near it. And that hand, remember, it kills you in one hit. So if you touch it, if it, like, basically if you end up in the middle of the hand, it will one-hit kill you. So you want to, it's fine to touch the tips of its fingers or the edges of it, but if you get slapped like that, there you go, that's you out of there. So Knuckles getting knocked back a little bit. So in the Great Race, Amy is now also dead. Okay, so it is back to square one. All to play for. Who is going to be our third place character coming into Technobase? I have a pretty sneaky suspicion it will not be Sonic. I don't know what gives that away, but it's just something tells me I don't think Sonic is going to be in Technobase before Amy and Knuckles are. Just something, I don't know, it's a feeling, you know? It's just, you get these, intuition, I think they call it. Certainly won't if I play like that! Okay. Now remember, I can use Sonic's air dash. Don't like where that... The rhythm of this boss is interesting because it's like trying to figure out when is it safe to try and get a hit in. you can have really good timing and have your timing all figured out, and then have your timing all figured out, and then, oh, rings appear, and they just sort of thrust you right out of it. It's interesting that you have to account for the fact that you will need to gather your timing back again. You're kind of, yeah. Because I don't think these games were designed with sort of headspace for you to think through the problems as a kind of concern for the player. Like, I don't think the designers thought, oh, we should make sure rings don't appear at moments where it would be a problem if you were playing with some silly rule where every time you collected a ring it switched games.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, even Cream struggling on Technobase here. So it does feel like we have entered into the more challenging half of the game. Come on, get the hit. Good, good. Shame we had to land on the rings. Maybe if we can just go right a bit, we might get a bit of... I don't know if hitting things with Amy's hammer actually makes any material difference on anything. Like, I don't think it does damage, extra damage, but I think it might have a little bit more reach. The hand is definitely the bit you want to watch out for. That's the scary bit. Okay, okay, or not. Come on, Cream. Can you land on that? There we go. And hold down, because that's a nice, safe button to be pressing. Ah, that was almost perfect. I'm holding right for the sake of Knuckles, because I want to find a hit. Yeah, that was actually quite lucky. I don't think that was a good time to try and hit Robotnik. Oh, that was safe. That was... Okay, I wasn't expecting that to be safe. Okay, rolling. They see me rolling. They hate it. Okay. Can Amy get a hit in? No, I don't like the positioning of that. Knuckles getting a slap. That one-hit kill is kind of nasty. So let's see if Amy can have any more luck than Knuckles does. I'm just watching that hand and checking what it's doing, and because sometimes you'll just be like, no, it's just not safe to attack. It's like crossing the road. You know, it's like a busy road. Maybe there's not a safe line to cross. You just wait. You know, you don't take risks. You just wait for a safe time to cross the road. This is a PSA from Alistair to tell you all about safe road crossings. Stay safe. Don't cross the road badly. Look both ways. Don't cross between parked cars. I can see you thinking about crossing between parked cars. I know you're thinking about it, and it's not cool, it's not okay, very dangerous, you could get hurt. Don't do what Sonic does. Hello, Yoshi! Welcome to the chat, welcome to the stream. I think you know the rules of this game that we're playing right now. Every time Sonic grabs a ring, or any character grabs a ring, we switch to a different game, and the games are all copies of Sonic Advance 2. Each one has a different character. I've got all 5 characters in play. And yeah, place your bets on... Well, I say place your bets, I mean... like, have a guess with yourself about which character you think is going to get to the end of the game first. Oh lord, this would be a nightmare on bosses. Guess what? It is. It's absolutely brutal on the bosses. So Tails and Cream have made it all the way to Techno Base. We're at about 5 hours in. Obviously, I took a break during the week, so I did 4 hours on Sunday. I've been up for 1 hour today. But yeah, that boss Robotnik is on. Sorry, Robotnik? Sonic is on right now. Has been absolutely brutal. Yeah, it's been a thing. It's been an adventure. But yeah, I mean, it's the... Oh, okay, good. I thought I was sending Tails to plummet to his death there. But yeah, these bosses can be absolutely brutal. Especially as you get, like... You know, you'll be in there for a second, and then you'll collect a ring and be out of there. So often, when you're in a good opportunity to get a hit in, you have like a split second to react. So, yeah. But it's certainly, I mean, I think, I don't know if you saw, if you remember around Christmas, I did a 16 games, 4 at a time. And when I beat a game, I tag it out and replace it with another game. And I think from that, I figured out Sonic Advance 2 is both the hardest and the most interesting. I mean, I think these two things go together. Like, it's interesting because the challenges it creates are interesting. I love the way, like, on the bosses, that you have to deal with momentum. Speaking of momentum, you have to think about... You have to think about the characters are moving with momentum. You will jump differently off of a downward slope than an upward slope and a flat. And of course, rings can really, like, scupper your rhythm. So you have to be very careful. And things that would normally be safe moves become unsafe moves, and that was a very risky move to take there, because I was just going straight into slapping range. I have to focus a lot on just, like, thinking, like, so situations right now. Tails is in a situation where I cannot let him jump, I cannot run in the wrong direction, I've forgotten which direction that is, so the button that is safe to press is down. So I'm trying very hard to avoid jumping if it wouldn't be, like, if I know I'm still going to be holding down the button when I pick up a ring, if that makes sense. I'm just holding down right now. You'll be shit at this. You got to believe in yourself. Believe in yourself and never give up. That's what Sonic would do. Don't know which way Cream is supposed to be going. I feel like I've just sent her down a lava bottomless pit. I have. Well, that was a choice. Believe in yourself, what you're looking at. Never give up. What would Sonic do in this situation? He would eat all the chili dogs, and they would give him the mental energy to cope with all this nonsense. I mean, I feel like all the Sonic games have been, you know, the moral, if there is a moral to the story of Sonic the Hedgehog, it's, you know, not to make silly decisions like this. Now, there is a point in a lot of these bosses, I think it's all of them, but I'm not 100% sure, where the rings start to run out. So, in the level Sonic's in, that seems to be at the roughly 2-minute 20 mark. At that point, there's no more rings. There we go. Don't put for a pressure of trying to necessarily beat the challenge. The journey is just as important. Exactly. Yes, that is definitely true. I think for me, I do want to beat this because I find it interesting. I am not forcing myself to beat this in one sitting, and that's the thing. The key is not to panic. Exactly. Don't panic. Remember the number 42. You know, Eggman's just this guy, you know? Yeah. Should be wandering around in my dressing gown for this. Yeah, too high up for a hit. See, I don't think it's that you it might be that you collect them all. I don't actually know how the placement works. I don't know if the stage just loops or it gets to a point where there is a kind of a section of rings that just loops at the end or something. But, I mean, I guess it would seem more logical that it just loops. I guess the rings become a bit patchy because there are moments where I haven't collected rings. Because I've just not been standing in the right location. Cream's flight doesn't seem to last very long. Okay, so Tails is coming back to the bit where we cannot let him jump or slow down. So rolling is the important thing to do. I'm happy, that's alright. We weren't far into that boss, that's fine. We can accept a death there. And let's focus on pressing down for Tails. Let's keep Tails rolling, that's important. Yeah, not much chance to get a Robotnik there. Avoid those rings so we can keep them for later. One hit on Eggman. Come on, another hit. Good stuff, good stuff. Believe in the hedgehog, believe in the dream, never give up. I keep on forgetting that the Tails strategy needs to be... where is Tails? What's Tails up to? I don't know. I might have sent him punting to his doom again. No, I didn't. And I remembered to do the trick. That's something you have to spot at just the right moment. That you have to do a trick at that location. Otherwise, Tails can very easily plummet to his doom there. Did I get a hit? I don't think so. Right, can I get a hit on Robotnik here? I can use the glide to slow myself down and kind of get away from the glove really fast. I didn't jump there because I felt like I was in slapping range. Okay, so I feel like there is more danger to come for Tails around this corner. And I can't remember what it looks like, which is frustrating. I can see myself concentrating, or I catch a glimpse of myself in the OBS. I can see myself concentrating really hard. I know I make funny faces when I'm concentrating. Is this a good way? Or is that? I feel like that's backwards. So, wait for the slap, and then I can... Okay, well, I'll have to remember to react to that. Oh, that wasn't good. Using the glide to get out of the way of the hand, because I know it is coming to get me. That feels like a pro strat I just discovered. I can just get in nice and close there. Because I know I need to jump whenever I hear the kaboom. No, bad position, don't like it. Want to get rings for safety. Okay, I don't know what Tails is up to now. Yeah, the slopes kind of messed my rhythm up there. And I've got 2 bosses in pinch mode, and that's quite nice. So pinch mode is when the music changes. Alright, believe in yourselves, team. Ah. Okay, I don't like where this is. Okay, now I like where it is. Let the hands come in. And now do I have... I think I've got a good one. Yep, that was good. That was a nice clean hit. I think we've run out of rings mostly on this level. We've got a lot of empty gaps now. No, it's too low to hit. That's fine. You wait for him to come round again. No, don't like it. Don't like it. Wait for him to come round one more time. It might be at a nice position. Wait for the hand to go again. There we go. Now it's safe. Now it's safe. There we go. Knuckles staying in 3rd place, coming into zone number 6. Techno Bass. Good work, Knuckles. Keep the dream alive. The adventure continues.
3, 2, 1, go!
So, can Amy... Oh, I mean, Amy's only 5 seconds into the spotlight at the moment. So I'm not too worried about it. Like, if we lose as Amy, we don't lose much progress, so... Love to see Sonic do well. I did not feel... That was not a smart move. I was not... I mean, it was safe, but... I let myself be holding down the jump button while I was collecting rings. That's just a generally bad thing to do. It's funny how these things become a big part of the way that you need to play this, is that, you know, no one, when making this game, said, oh, you know what would be an interesting mechanic? If there's points in time where it is bad to be holding the jump button while touching a ring. I think if anyone had suggested that, they would think that something was wrong with you. But as a naturally occurring consequence of the weird rules, it's kind of interesting. I kind of want to just sort of see if I can get Sonic to just stay in that location. I don't know what needs to happen to Knuckles here, so I feel like I need to just... Oh no! I jumped on the pad and just couldn't get the momentum to actually let it help me land a hit, so that's frustrating, but yep, you live with it, you move on. We're about to reach the end of the line with these rings now. I think the 2-minute mark is roughly where the rings start to disappear. Is Knuckles good for this stuff? I feel like he might be. This might be a very Knucklesy level. There might be nice opportunities for us to glide over big chunks of danger. Okay, are we out of rings? No. Let's act like we are. Don't need to be so cautious. The game is not over yet. Ooh, that was possibly a good catch. I think I might have nearly sent Tails plummeting to his doom, so that's good. Let's get a hit on that rocket. Excellent. So the cannon. Okay. Come on! I think I've only got one more hit I need to land on him. No, no. This is not the first time I've only had one hit left to land on Robotnik in that level, so I'm not holding my breath. There we go! Finally! I think Sonic's been at that boss for about 2 hours. Woo! Yes! Thank you, Sonic. You are free now. Thank you for the GGs. It is much appreciated. Okay, Sonic's got a wee bit of catching up to do with the others, but that's okay. He goes fast. That's his thing. It's imperative that Sonic goes fast. Okay, holding down. Do not want to send Cream flying off this rail, or whoever's on the rail. I think it was Cream. It's amazing how as soon as it's off the screen, you just forget about it. So I know there is a character on a ground rail. Couldn't tell you who it is. Cream is out of that. Cream is safe. Oh, no, 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 no. You know, if I hadn't gone for that invincibility, I would have been safe. Although it looks like has Cream fallen onto a checkpoint? Someone's by a checkpoint. Ah, that was Tails. Okay. No one's near a checkpoint. I think Cream may be plummeting to a dude. No! She is by a checkpoint! Did I just pass that checkpoint, or have I gone backwards? Amy takes a slap. It's fine. It's fine. I don't mind. I feel like there's just... in a way, I'm less fussed about Amy getting hurt because I kind of feel like this particular boss is less scary than other parts of the game, so I'm happy to let that be. Just, you know, yep. I will beat that eventually. It's fine. I hope that is a good. Oh, is this the end of the level for Tails? So this is a bit where I need to remember to hold right and trick. And that's me over the line. Tail is into Act 2. Tails is into Act 2. I'm having to concentrate hard on this. This is not straightforward.
3, 2, 1, go!
where? I think she goes left. But no jumping now because she's on the ground rail. Let's just hold down. Everyone's on ground rails. Now no one's on ground rails. Everyone's on ground rails. Tails is still on ground rail. Okay, I got that thing. That's nice. Didn't think I would. Oh, no, 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 no. I did not mean to jump off of that. I am glad Cream has the power of flight. Because otherwise, that would have been a death. I guess I get to have a little practice with all the flying characters before I get onto the flightless characters. We've got our kind of penguin-style characters, Amy and Sonic. We've got our... well, then we've got our... Well, okay, what's between a flightless bird and a flying bird? Like, because that's what Knuckles is. We've got our flightless birds, our penguins and emus in Amy and Sonic. And then the others are... Yeah, I'll finish that thought for yourselves. It wasn't the smartest thought I've had. It doesn't really bear too much thought. Okay, holding down on the ground rail. Knuckles at a checkpoint. That's nice. Oh, he's at the bit. He is at the bit. So, holding down, unless I have a reason to believe that the area is safe. Okay. Avoiding rings if I can. That was... honestly, I would have hit him if I hadn't used the hammer there. Which is silly, but, you know, c'est la vie. C'est la vie. You gotta let yourself make some silly mistakes. I wonder if that was a good move to use the hammer there, because it changed my trajectory and meant I didn't get a full-on slap and didn't get a one-hit kill. Because I reckon if I hadn't used the hammer there, I would have taken an instant death. So, I think I did something smart, which is nice. Makes a nice change. Okay, holding down, holding down. There we go. Sonic is do that bit. Holding down. I don't like the bits where some characters are going left and some characters are going right. They are always scary. So I'm just holding the down button. Holding the down button. I should make t-shirts that say just holding the down button. Did you see what I did? I stopped pressing the down button. I did not like that. I was all ready to do a trick, and then I saw the platform, and I should have slowed myself down with the trick so that I could focus on landing on the platform. Oh well. We live, we learn, we grow. Such is the great experience of life in these Sonic Hedgehog times. That's if I was full-on slap. Okay, whatever I did as Tails there, I don't think I should have jumped there. Okay, Tails is okay. It's hard, you just don't know like, whether you're going to send someone plummeting to their death. Like, unless you have a perfect memory of the level layouts. And you just forget where they are so quickly. As soon as it switches to another character, you forget what the other characters were up to. Okay, another downward area. Oh no, I think I did actually. I feel like I made someone jump there. Yeah, oh, I made Cream jump. I made Cream jump. I don't think Cream wants to be jumping right now. No! Okay. You just don't know when it's a death pit. You don't know when there's a death pit below you, and it's scary, and I don't like it. Yeah. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Cream in the death pit, it's fine. I'll live. Cream was doing so well as well. Okay, I want to make Tails fly, so I'm just hammering the jump button now. Okay, let's grab these rings. Well, there we go. That's what I wanted to happen. Okay, now we roll. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep those wagons rolling. Yep, just let the good times roll. Okay, I think they actually need to either have an incredible amount of momentum, or you actually need to actively make them run up that hill. I always forget which way round I'm supposed to go here, but that's okay because it's safe. There's no bottomless pits. Okay, so we've got rid of the cannon. That'll make it easier to get Robotnik. Oh no, 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 no. That's annoying. Oh well. One more death. It's okay. We can live with that. We can live with the death.
Go!
Here it comes. And through we go. God, everybody is so dangerous right now. Just trying to avoid pressing anything right now because I feel like everybody is in sort of sketchy parts of the level. But at some point I will have to press buttons. Okay, this way we go left. We're okay pressing left. And now press nothing. Let the momentum carry you. Is there anything up there? Try and go a long way if I can. This is really tense. Oh, is this... Yes, this is approaching the final bit, so I need to be holding right now. And then trick to get over the end. Knuckles is into Act 2 now. So he's catching up with Tails and Cream, which is very interesting.
3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, press nothing. I think I need to be pressing right for Cream, so I'm going to run right now. Don't like that. I feel like I'm having to choose between Amy and Cream. I can make stuff dangerous for Cream by helping Amy out. Oh, Sonic's going to have to do this bit the hard way. Come on! I thought that was good. I'm losing track of where all the really dangerous bits are. Oh, I feel like I got very lucky there. Playing a dangerous game here. Okay, let it do another attack. I'll stay roughly close. Here's about right. Let it do another attack, and Robotnik's too far away, too low down, too high up, sorry. So just let it do another attack, and now rush in. Oh, rings! Why are you there when I don't want you to be there? Maybe I just need to accept that I will not make progress as all characters at once. That, yeah, sometimes in trying to make progress with one character, I will fail to make progress with the others, and that is okay. That is... It's life lessons. That's the main reason that, you know, that anyone does any of these challenges, is for the life lessons, surely. Oh wow! Tails and Knuckles are in the exact same part of the level right now. From the looks of things. I like it when they sync up like that. I always think that looks really fun. Which means I think Knuckles has overtaken Tails. But, you know, it doesn't... It's not necessarily of great consequence. Because... you never really know, like, what's going to kill you. But I know that I should avoid pressing jump now. I knew that that was a bad time to go in and attack, and I didn't go in and attack. Patience. That's the patience boss right there. Oh wow! Okay, are they all on the same bit of the level? No, it's very similar. In that tiny little moment, they were very similar looking bits of level. It does feel tense. Don't get too close, but get a little close so you have capacity to just run in. After the hand comes down, there we go, we can run in now. Get a hit on Robotnik and be safe. That was bad, that was not... Did you see what I did there? I jumped. Oh no, now I'm gonna need to hold down the jump button as Knuckles. I think I've just said Knuckles is dead. I am dependent on holding down the jump button, otherwise Knuckles plummets out the air. Yeah. Oh, okay, that was a safe place to plummet out the air. You can never tell sometimes. Let's see if I can get back up there. And this time, I'm just going to go the normal human way. not going to try and do anything clever. That was good. Noticing I needed to move out of the way. Do I have time to get Robotnik? I don't think I do. Oh, okay, that was safe. I'm going to try and go high up because, no, evidently that's not possible. But that would be the safest way to do that bit. Okay. Feeling very tense because I'm having to react very quickly and be very careful. No! Oh. Okay, so Knuckles is out of there. Tails is probably going to be coming up to that hazard very soon. Oh, no, he's up on the top track, so he might not. Go. Knuckles coming down there. Amy, I can just be patient. I can just be very patient. This is tough. This is not straightforward, is it? Okay. Sonic is up into this bit. Now this is going to be a scary bit because like with the other characters, I have used their ability to fly to get past this bit. This bit has a really weird upside down section, so I really need everyone to just roll. Because rolling is something I know is safe for Sonic to do. And if I just keep Sonic rolling, then he can get to the end of the level. But if he stops rolling, he will fall off. Helpful that Amy's in a sketching. He's like running out of rings in this level now. That hand does come out. What did I just do there? Did I make Amy go suddenly really fast? Did you see that? I have no idea what that was. Okay. Don't know what's going on in this Tails bit. Just try avoiding pressing buttons and hope that good stuff comes out of it. No, okay, so there's Cream falling down that same section. I think Tails I need to ensure presses nothing. Sonic's doing okay. Can I just avoid pressing buttons? I didn't like that, didn't go for it. Just play cautious. No, still don't like it. Now Robotnik's too high, but that's okay, I just wait. Just wait it out. Okay, this is good. I don't like Amy's placement. Okay, Sonic is through that nasty bit. Sonic is through the nasty bit. Good work, Sonic. 3, 2, fun, go! Okay, so Amy is in pinch mode now, which is nice. So let's... yeah, Robotnik's not in a good location. That's okay, we wait for him to come around again. And there we go, that's another good hand slap. No, I don't like it anymore. I probably could have got Robotnik there, but I just so scared of the timing. Yeah, it's too high. right, but that's okay. It was safe. That's what matters. Karate chop coming down. Got time to run in, get a hit, and run back. Okay, no, can't get him from there, but I'll just wait for him to come around again. There we go, got a hit in. Use the extra reach from the hammer just to stay a little bit safer. Very close to getting a hit in there. I think we've only got one more hit to go. Just wait for... There we go, got some rings. I'm holding right because I do not want Tails to fall down here. If I get hit, I hold down the right. That's what I need to do, because I do not want Tails to get hit. This is very tense. This is a very sketchy part of the level. There's a slope there. Didn't make it good. That's okay. We take our time. We are in no rush. Oh wow, it can reach further than I thought it would. So let us wait for that one remaining ring to come back round again. We're gonna get it. Light feather touch on the jump button. Coming nice and close to coax it and then fall back a bit. Okay, is this... Bad. Coming a bit closer, and now it's going to slap. Good. Far away. No, it didn't have good position there. That's okay. Just... That's good positioning for it. I shouldn't have let myself skid all the way to the back. That's okay. Oh, I thought I only had one more, so that was a bit of a risk. That's okay. That is okay. Oh, I came in too close there. The hand is scaring me quite a lot. Yes! And the extra life fanfare coming in at just the right moment to make me feel really good about myself. Excellent. Amy has got past this boss. Amy has got past this boss. Keep it coming, Amy. Techno Bass coming up next.
3, 2, 1, go!
Ooh, that was not good. I feel like I'm being very, very cautious now. Because this level just requires that much more concentration. Is this the way? I feel like something bad's coming up. I just got a bad feeling that something bad is about to happen. So I'm just letting people slide down their rails. I'm just trying to not press anything because I feel like I'm going to mess it up for one of the characters, but I'm not sure which one. I don't know what I need to concentrate on.
Three, two, one, go!
Oh, okay. That was not as safe a bet as I thought it would be. Can I get up that way? Because I would like to stay up in the top route if I can. I cannot! Okay. That was foolish. I can feel the intense concentration. It does get this much harder in these levels. Okay, I think... It's hard to talk and think at the same time now. I'm just being so careful with everyone. I'm being really attentive to just not jumping if I can help it. And just letting the momentum carry the characters. Okay, Knuckles needs to go right. This is bad. Because Sonic does not want to go right. Sonic wants to go left. Okay, everybody, you're going right now. It has been decided. It has been decreed. Okay, we are safe to, like, take our foot off the gas a bit now. Whoa, is Cream behind the other characters now? I mean, she'll... Okay, same death again. It's fine. It's fine. I'll get past that bit eventually. I feel like the other characters are in hairier locations, so I don't really mind too much about Sonic. I'm just happy he's past the last bit he was stuck on. Okay. Oh, God. I mean, hearing myself. I sound so pessimistic. I don't know if any of these are smart moves, any of what I'm doing. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, I need to hold up and... Because I want to make Cream do a stunt. That's all I need to do. I need to get Cream to do an upward stunt. So as soon as there's rings, I'm hammering the stunt button. Okay, so Cream is doing a stunt now. I need to get her a little to the right. Ah, yes, 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 that was it, 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 that was it. Whew. Intense concentration, like I say, everyone. Okay, so Cream through to boss time, and as we all know, Cream bosses are easy. Which means we can kind of... 1, 2... Just use this as... Okay, Amy making progress. Amy into the hairy bit. Okay, Tails needs to hold right now. No, he doesn't. I think they... Oh, Knuckles definitely needs to hold right now, though. And... Tails gets past the scary bit. Oh my god. The concentration you need for this. Okay, so Tails actually has to think about this boss. Let some rings get caught. Okay. I'm not entirely sure where Knuckles is, if he's near good stuff or bad stuff. Okay, so this is a boss I'm gonna have to think about. This will be a tough one. It's all right. I can deal with challenges. Unsurprisingly, Cream demolishes the boss with a magical laser chow. All you need to do is press the B button and it immediately hones in on the boss. So, you know. Look at that time bonus. That's a good time bonus. 22 seconds to beat that. Egg Utopia. Zone 7. We are on to the final zone as Cream. Getting near the end of our adventure. So, I know I can't jump as Cream now. I remember this from last time I played. That is a dangerous location to be. It is very easy to fall off that grind rail. So, did you see I just jumped as Tails there while rings were coming towards me? That was a bad move. That's the kind of thing that will send Cream plummeting to her doom. But if I, you know, if I finish... When I finish as Cream, it's going to get that much easier to do it as the other characters. Which is going to be nice. There's another one of those coming up. I like that Tails can use his flight to hover over the shots that Robotnik is firing. That's very nice. So yeah, we have characters on 3 different zones again, which is kind of interesting. So what I might do soon is take a break to go get some dinner. But I'm thinking a nice time to do that will be once I've got these characters into nicer positions. So I'd like to get, before I break for dinner, I would like to get Knuckles to the end of his level, and I would like to beat that boss as Tails. That would be ideal. Oh, that is it's very easy to get flung into the boss there. adventure going. Hit by those things? I don't mind. Don't jump, though. Knuckles would not like that. Oh, is Knuckles coming up to the hairy moment? No! Okay, Knuckles actually beat the level. I was... Okay, well done, Knuckles. I genuinely had no idea Knuckles was doing anything interesting at that point. So Knuckles has got through that act. I'm going to give it 10 minutes, see if I can beat this boss, and then I think I'm going to break for dinner. But this has been a lot of fun, and it's kind of cool to be making progress in the challenge. Let's just grab the rings. That's another hit on Robotnik there from Tails. The ability to fly over those things is really nice. I wasn't expecting Tails' flight to be useful during the bosses, and it has been. Okay, that's a death. That's a death for Knuckles. Oh well. Let me get some rings. Oh, we are in pinch mode as Tails. I'm not sure. So, in pinch mode on this boss, the platforms spin in the opposite direction. I do not know if that is material for Tails, like, if that changes how I want to approach the boss, or if it makes very little difference. I guess we'll find out. We'll find out the hard way by getting caught out by it. Okay, getting feet stabbed. There. Spikes. Okay. Just trying to find a nice position for Tails to be. If I run to the right, it becomes a little annoying that the... Okay, and now we want to press nothing. No, we don't. We want to land on that. Okay. Now we want to press nothing. Even though Tails really wants to be pressing stuff to hit that boss. Sonic getting a checkpoint. Excellent. Don't feel like I've had to worry too much about Sonic in this level, so I'm very happy with him. He's a very good little hedgehog. Oh no. I jumped to try and save Tails. That was the wrong move. Down I plummet. It's okay. Cream is way ahead. It's not too big of a worry.
2, 1, go!
Okay. The thing is, Tails needs to jump there in order to hit the boss, so I am kind of having to pick which character I want to do well here. Because I will be compromising another character. Like, it is so hard to miss, you know. Knuckles in pinch mode. Missing rings. Don't like those. Yep. That was going to be hard to do. Tough game. Still, you know, getting into pinch mode. I wasn't able to do that with the ice boss. Not so easily, so I'm feeling slightly more confident about this boss than the ice boss. I do not know what Tails is up to. That's what my main concern is right now. Oh, come on, I just kind of got spat off the side of that. Let me grab some rings, please, Robotnik. Oh, okay, no, or just die. Ooh, using the glides to avoid those things is quite nice. Oh, I got a few hits in there. Let's wait for some rings to come along. Ooh, these are hard to dodge those lasers. I guess using Knuckles' position to try and coax the lasers out in safe locations. That's what I want to be doing. This is real tense stuff. So tense that I threw Sonic into the spikes. Oh, well, he's past the bit where he gets on dying before, so it's okay. Definitely past Act 1, which is super okay. To build up some momentum, and then she's gonna spin all the way around here. It is hard to get past those lasers. I wonder if there's another way I should be trying. Get Knuckles to only grab one of those rings could be a helpful thing to do. There we go! Tails! Good job, Tails! Tails getting all the way into Zone 7, second place in the race. And with that in mind, I think it will be time for me to take a break soon. So what I'm going to do, let's see how Knuckles does. If Knuckles can beat this boss as well, because it is in pinch mode, that'll be good. If he can't, if he dies, I break for dinner. Wait for some rings, please. Thank you, game. Don't know if... Okay, I guess that was a safe place for Amy to mess up. My focus right now is Knuckles, but obviously I do want to keep on approaching from the left, I think. I feel like when I've played this before as Sonic, I've wanted to approach from the right, but... Yeah, okay, Knuckles is dead. Let's pause here. This has been some good progress. Let's stop the clock for now. 6:12:36 on the clock. Let's take a break for dinner. But yeah, so I'm maybe back later this evening. So to see how I feel after this evening, I will be continuing this run at some point. Don't you worry. But just to let you know what is coming up on the stream shortly. If I am not back tonight, I will be next on tomorrow at 3 o'clock UK time. That is 4 o'clock German time, or French time, or Denmark time as well. I think. At 3 o'clock UK time tomorrow, I will be trying out some brand new material. I've been working on something new behind the scenes, so if you want to come along and have a go at that, that would be really helpful. Also, I will be back. I will be doing some painting, and either some reading or some screenwriting. I haven't decided yet. On Sunday, also 3 o'clock UK time. So if you want to come along, if you've seen my painting streams before, you will know they are a lot of fun. They are very wild and weird. You will be able to type into chat to decide what I paint, where I paint it, and to give me, style advice and things that I will try to bring to life in this collective artwork that we make together. So yes, please do come along for that. So if I'm not back on tonight, then I will be next on 3 o'clock UK time tomorrow and 3 o'clock UK time on Sunday. So have yourselves a lovely evening. Look after yourselves and each other. And in the meantime, I shall send you over to, well, let's see who is live right now. Let's open up my Twitch and see who's live. Let's find out. Come on, Twitch. Show me who's live. So Yoshi's live. Matt Hoss is live. Let's go to Matt Hoss. Let's go on to Matt Hoss. There we go. Matt Hoss comedy. So Matt Hoss is a stand-up comedian who ran Twinge Fest. So if you saw me performing for Twinge Fest this year, he's the person who runs that. He's a very cool guy. I'm sure you will all enjoy watching him. Take care of yourselves. Look after yourselves. Look after each other. Keep on being awesome, and I shall see you again soon. The raid is starting. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy raiding, and I shall see you all again soon. Bye-bye.